Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through a couple player props I like on Prizepicks for tonight's NBA slate on Friday, March the 1st. We got, I think, 9 games tonight, so it's a relatively big Friday night slate, and I've got 2 early player props, guys, that I do like for tonight, taking a first look at the board on Friday night when Friday morning when I'm recording this video. But before we do talk through these 2 plays, as always, if you guys do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, if they do help you out, make sure you hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button if you have not yet, and if you guys are new to the channel and if you are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have an account over on Prizepicks, you can sign up, linked down below in the description, or just use that promo code NOAH. When you sign up for Prizepicks, you will get your first deposit matched up to $100. And also, we do have a partnership with Sleeper. If you guys sign up for Sleeper, use promo code NOAH over there. You'll get your first deposit matched up to $500. And if you don't know what Sleeper is, they are a DFS pick'em app similar to Prizepicks, similar to a lot of the other pick'em apps you see around the industry. You pick over or under on player projections. It's really simple. You build out an entry. You can make up to an 8-pick entry on Sleeper, and you can win up to 100x your money. Also, Sleeper does do a lot of promos throughout the week. They do I think they do their wild card Wednesdays, something like I think that's what they call it, where they give discounts on Wednesdays. I think they have other days where they give discounts as well. Plus, if you're a new user, you get a free square added to your account. So you get a free pick that you can use and you can pair with any other picks you like on the board to build out an entry. So a lot of cool things over there on Sleeper. If you guys want to check them out, again, sign up, use that code NOAH. Get your first deposit matched up to $500 over on Sleeper. But we got 2 picks to talk about for tonight, guys. For Friday, I do want to recap the 3 picks that we gave out in Thursday's video before we talk through today's plays. So for Thursday, we almost had the full sweep, man. Unfortunately, Kyle Kuzma let us down there in that late night game against the Lakers. Really thought we could have got 22 points from Kuzma with that game going to overtime. But it was a really weird game from Kuzma. He started off super slow. I think he had 0 points in the first quarter, and then he had a great second quarter. He put up 10 points in the second quarter, and then to start the second half, he didn't do anything to start the second half. He had 0 points in the third quarter, and then after that, after the third quarter, when he still had 10 points, I just went to bed. I assumed it was not going to hit. And then I woke up, I saw the game went to overtime, so I checked the box score thinking there was a good chance we could have got 22 points from Kuzma, and of course, he finishes with 20, comes up just short. But we did hit on DeJounte Murray over 36.5 PRA. Even with that game being a blowout, even with the Hawks getting blown out, we still got over 36.5 PRA from DeJounte Murray. And then Dylan Brooks under 12.5 points also hit. Was a little bit worried about that Dylan Brooks play after we got news that Jalen Green was questionable. Because if Jalen Green would have got ruled out, that definitely would have made that under on Brooks look not nearly as good. But Jalen Green wound up playing. Brooks went under his points prop. So 2 out of the 3 plays we gave out on Wednesday hit. Hopefully you guys made some money. We should have had the full sweep, man. Kuzma, let us down there. That was a heartbreaker. But we move on to Friday's slate. 2 picks for Friday, guys. Let's talk through the 2 picks I like for tonight. So first prop we're going to take a look at is going to be a PRA prop. And we're going to talk about Paul Reed, 18.5 PRA. I like the over here for Paul Reed. So Paul Reed, if you look at his game log lately, and if you just look at his minutes, it's up and down. I mean, he had 32 PRA against Miami, and then he only had 7 against the Knicks. Then he had 21 against Cleveland, 22 against Milwaukee, and then last game he only had 3 against Boston. But you just have to look at the minutes for Paul Reed. The minutes have been all over the place, so there is, I guess, volatility here with his minutes over his last 10 games. Paul Reed's played 22, 31, 32, 22, 29, 39, 22, 31, 27, and 14 minutes. Last game against Boston was the least amount of minutes he's played in a while, really ever since he took over as the starter. Without Joel Embiid right now, Paul Reed's going to start at center, and he's typically played around 20 to 25 minutes when he has started. Some nights he's been able to play more than that. Some nights he plays less. I feel like when the Sixers play really good teams like Boston, for example, Paul Reed can kind of get exposed defensively because he's not a great defender. So sometimes Nick Nurse will take Paul Reed out in those type of matchups. But I feel like in matchups against really bad teams, these are matchups that Paul Reed can exploit. And this is obviously a really good matchup against Charlotte. Charlotte's a terrible team. They're one of the best matchups for centers so far this season. Charlotte's given up the third most points per game to the center position. They're giving up the second most rebounds per game. And we saw Paul Reed, for example, like when they played Washington, that was a really good matchup. Paul Reed only played 22 minutes against Washington, but he had 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. So he had 20 PRA in that game against Washington, only playing 22 minutes. He played 31 minutes against Atlanta in a good matchup, had 12 points, 13 rebounds, and 1 assist. So he had 26 PRA in that game. Now, Paul Reed has been able to have some good games, even in some tough matchups. Like he did have 21 PRA against Cleveland. That was a tough matchup. He did have 22 against Milwaukee. Not the easiest matchup. I feel like last game against Boston was kind of an outlier. Like I don't think we're going to expect Paul Reed to play 14 minutes again. If Paul Reed was projected to play 14 minutes, his PRA line would not be 18.5. The books wouldn't even put up lines for Paul Reed if he was only going to play 14 minutes. So I think we're going to see Paul Reed get back to playing, his normal like 24, 25 minutes. And there's a possibility he could play more than that. Maybe he plays less, but I think there's a good chance we're going to get like 24 to 25 minutes from Paul Reed here. And Paul Reed's been a productive player when he's gotten minutes. He's always been a good, per minute guy. This season, he has started 22 games. He's gone over this PRA line in 14 out of those 22 games. And when he has played at least 25 minutes, he's gone over this PRA line in 10 out of 11 games as a starter when he's played at least 25 minutes. So if we're going to get like 25 minutes, I like our chances of getting 19 PRA here from Paul Reed, especially in a really, really good matchup. I know there is some minutes risk, just because we did see him play only 14 minutes last game, but I'm going to bank on that being just kind of like an outlier. I don't think that's something we can expect to happen every game. And in a good matchup where Reed can take advantage of this poor Charlotte defense, I think we got a good chance at 19 PRA here. So that's the first play I like for tonight, guys, is Paul Reed more than 18.5 PRA, points, rebounds, and assists. And then the other play that I like tonight to pair with that, we're going to look at a Marvin Bagley prop. And the prop that I like here is 20.5 points plus rebounds. I like the over here as well for Bagley. So looking at what Marvin Bagley has been doing lately, he's had some big games lately for the Wizards. He's been playing relatively big minutes as well. He has gone over this line now in 3 out of his last 4 games. And I think the game against Cleveland, he did play really big minutes in that game against Cleveland. He just was not productive, and it kind of makes sense because that was a really, really tough matchup. Cleveland, one of the best defensive teams. They're one of the best defensive teams against centers. This matchup against the Clippers is not terrible. I don't think it's a great matchup for Marvin Bagley, but I also don't think it's the worst. If you're going to exploit this Clippers defense, I feel like you could do it with centers. And Bagley's just he's kind of like Paul Reed. Like he's just a good point per minute guy. Like when he gets playing time, he will produce. Is he a good NBA player? Is he someone you're going to build your franchise around? Probably not. Like he's not a great defender. He doesn't do much in that regard, but he's a good offensive player. He rebounds well. He can score. And if you look at what he's been doing lately, again, he's gone over this PR line in 3 out of his last 4 games. And the minutes have really started to trend up lately for Marvin Bagley now. In this game against OKC, when he did have 29 PR, that was a big-time blowout. That game, the Wizards lost by 41. Bagley still put up 15 points and 14 rebounds in only 20 minutes or 21 minutes. The game against Cleveland, he did play big minutes, 33 minutes. Just didn't have a great game, 19 points and rebounds. But then against Golden State, played 33 minutes, had 29 PR. And then last night against the Lakers, played 34 minutes and had 27 PR. Now, the game last night obviously did go to overtime, but if you look at the box score last night, and if you look at kind of like the play-by-play, Marvin Bagley did get into some early foul trouble. I think he picked up 2 fouls in the first 4 minutes of the game, had to sit out, and then I think he wound up picking up his 3rd foul kind of halfway through the second quarter. So he lost minutes last night due to blowout. Obviously, he picked up some additional minutes because of the overtime. But looking at how his minutes have been trending lately, I think if games are competitive, we're going to see Marvin Bagley play 30-plus minutes. And this season, when he's been with the Wizards, he's gone over this points plus rebounds line in 10 out of 16 games. And if you look at the games where Bagley has gone under this line, a lot of the games he's gone under have just been because he's played really little minutes. The game against Cleveland, again, he did play 33 minutes against Cleveland and still went under, but really, really tough matchup there. But then he had 18 points and rebounds against the Clippers. He did that, though, in only 18 minutes. He had 18 points and rebounds against the Spurs, did that in only 20 minutes, had 17 against Utah in 16 minutes, had 15 against Denver in 17 minutes. And then there was a game against Philadelphia. He only had 3 points plus rebounds, played 15 minutes. So of the 6 games this season with the Wizards where he's gone under this points plus rebounds line, 5 of the 6 games he's gone under, he played 20 minutes or less. I think there would have to be a lot of things go wrong here for Marvin Bagley to play less than 20 minutes. Even if this game is a massive blowout, I think Marvin Bagley still plays like 24 to 25 minutes. And if the Wizards can keep this game close, I think we have a chance at 30-plus minutes from Marvin Bagley. And again, the guy he's a productive player. He scores when he's on the floor. He rebounds well. I mean, if you just look at his last few games in terms of scoring and rebounding, 23 points, 4 rebounds against the Lakers, 20 points and 9 rebounds against Golden State. Had 15 and 14 against OKC, and only, in only 17 minutes against Denver, he had 15 points and rebounds. So he's a good permanent producer. The minutes have been trending up lately. The role's been really good. I think he's going to continue to have a big role for this Wizards team. I mean, the Wizards, they're not going anywhere. Like, they don't have anything to play for, so you might as well just play some of these younger guys and see kind of what you have in them. I know Marvin Bagley has not really been the draft pick that people thought he would be, but he's still someone that when he gets minutes, he can score, he can rebound, and that's kind of what we're betting on here. So that's the 2 props that I like for tonight, guys, is Paul Reed, more than 18.5 PRA, and then Marvin Bagley, more than 20.5 points plus rebounds. If you guys are going to be tailing me on these 2 picks, let's hopefully hit both these plays tonight, make some money on this little Friday night slate. As always, I do appreciate you guys watching these videos and supporting the Prizepicks content. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button down below before you do get out of here. Hit that subscribe button as well. And go check out Prizepicks too. If you guys don't have an account over on Prizepicks, use that promo code NOAH. When you sign up, get your first deposit matched up to $100. But good luck tonight, guys. Thanks for watching the videos. As always, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.